G'day guys, welcome back to Cakes by Chopper. There's a few new changes this year. This is one of them.
Putting in a bun
The lovely MsBurpy is the first of my feature YouTuber video playlist for this year.
It's like you can drink your own baking.
Drinking your own baking? I love that idea. I'm lucky to call MsBurpy a friend of mine, and I love her videos, so please go check her out. To start off this cake, we use 3 fruit cakes stacked one on top of the other. We're going to carve this cake a little bit, so skewers will help keep it centered and let you get the right shape for your cake. No cake for MsBurpy would be right without some alcohol, so I've added a shot of rum. This is a Jamaican spice rum to the buttercream. Mix it all around and you'll only get a hint of flavour, but it's great. Because the fruit cake is so dense, you can shape it and mould it a little bit. As you can see here, between the layers, I'm not actually putting a lot of icing because I just want it to glue it together, not necessarily be a filling. This will stop the cake sliding, and if you put filling in, when your icing's on the outside and the weight of the cake will shrink it, it'll create bubbles in the side and you don't want that. To achieve this grey murky colour, I used teal, black and brown gel icing. I just went for with the dark colour for the glass. I didn't try and match it too much because in the picture the glass was a black and green shade, and I thought it was just an irrelevant shade you need to put in because the main focus is on the label and people are going to be wowed by the fact that it's a stand-up bottle. So just cover that in the icing, get it as smooth as you can. Unfortunately, it was a little bit humid here today, so the icing wasn't being very nice. And this was the second attempt at this cake. The first was a major fail, but I had a friend encourage me to try again and I went for it. Now this is a little trick that you'll see. I melted some chocolate in the microwave, which I'm now going to pour into an ice cream cone. Make sure you coat the entire inside of the ice cream cone and put it onto a very cold dish, and you can store it in the fridge for about 15 minutes, and we'll come back to them later on to see the surprise for this cake. Here I just used some white rolled out fondant, and I'm going to create the bottle label. Pay attention to your thickness. As you can see, I didn't, and I didn't notice it until I was putting it on. Yeah, that's just a little hint. Now, I've used the bling logo with a few changes because this cake is dedicated to MsBurpy for all the wonderful videos and entertainment she's put up on YouTube that has given me so many laughs. So I do encourage you all to go check her out. She's a lot of fun. I changed the logo up a bit and I put a few little border things. Be as creative as you want. If it's for a 21st, you can print someone's photo on your computer and laminate it and stick it in the middle. You could use the fondant as a border and have that. It'll be a wow factor at their party. And just a reminder, thank you to everybody who's come across and liked the Facebook page. It's been a lot of fun to see everyone's comments and feedback and questions. I love it. Here we are back to the ice cream cone. We cut the top off, the pointed end. We're going to mix some sherbet, some bicarb soda, and shake it around, make sure it's all mixed through, because at the end of the cake there's a little surprise, and you'll see. And I've used marshmallows to make the bottle top. Ice that over. You can use the icing here to make it look a little bit more like a bottleneck, which I find is a great trick. I've said it before, if something goes wrong, cover it in icing, no one will ever complain. I've used a marshmallow here that I've flattened out in a little bit of icing sugar and cut a heart shape, which I'll later paint. Then it's just piping on the details of the bottleneck, and where it would normally say bling on the bottle, I've put Burpy. So finishing it off, making the cake look a little bit more presentable. You can add as much detail as you like or as little as you like. Now, if you remember, we put in the sherbet and baking soda. I would recommend you put in 3 teaspoons of sherbet and 2 teaspoons of bicarb soda. And when you add a shot of lemonade to it after serving the cake, you get this fizzing effect. Unfortunately, you only get 1 shot of this, and in the video it didn't work too well, but I assure you it does work. It looks great at parties, and yeah, thanks guys for watching. I hope you try this cake and enjoy it. Thanks again for liking the Facebook page, and we'll be back this year with our YouTuber featurettes and many other birthday cakes for those special occasions. See you next time guys, and thanks for watching.